Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate how to use an online study application called Quizlet, which is a study aid to help with memorization, recall, and to enhance understanding of important concepts taught in any unit of study. There are two ways that Quizlet can be used. One is the teacher can make the study set for the class, which is one that I have here right now. So for our unit on frogs, I made a study set with all important vocabulary, terms, and concepts that they needed to know for the test. Another way that it can be used is that students can make their own Quizlets. They could be given just a list of terms and they would be responsible to input the terms and input the definitions. So they would have to, it would be more work on their part to complete the study guide on their own as another way of helping them to prepare for the test. So there's 7 different ways that you can study on Quizlet, the different information that they're being held responsible for. One is through Flashcards, which is set up right here. So I can put it on the large screen here, and you have options for how you want to be tested. You can switch the front side and the back side. So here's the term and the definition is on the back. That's the way that I prefer to do it, but you can do it the other way. You can do it both ways to make sure that you can actually give the definition or give the term. If you don't know the answer, you can star the card and you can study any of the cards that you didn't know the answer to separately. So it's a way of going back and just really honing in on what you still need to learn, what you don't know, which is a nice feature. Another mode that they have here for studying is the Learn mode. And in the Learn mode, it gives you a term and there are multiple choice answers on the bottom that you need to select. So here, frog pray, they would look for which of these responses matches to frog pray. Here I'm going to click on it, and here it says study this one, you got the wrong answer, and then it gives you the correct answer. So it tells you what frog pray is. I happen to click on predators, so I wanted to show you what would happen when you get it wrong. And then once they tell you that you got it wrong, they give you the correct answer. You can press any key to continue. All right, here's another one. Where do tadpoles hibernate in the winter? So click on here and it tells you you're correct. All right, so let's go back. There's the write mode. It looks like this one here, I was testing it out. So let's see, I still haven't completed it. So here you have to actually type the answer. Now with this, it's tricky because they do expect you to type it correctly. However, you can change the options here that you set it to. So let's see. So you can do, if you get at least one of the answers correct, they'll accept it, or the exact answer. The problem with setting it to one answer when you take the test is that you might not have the whole answer correct and just one part. So you could get partial credit on a test, but I would prefer to have the exact answer and just to keep on studying it until you get that correct answer. So I'm going to leave it set like this. So you have to type the answer on the line. Frogs have smooth skin and toads have bumpy skin. Frogs lay their eggs in a blob and toads lay them in a string. Frogs have long, slim legs and can jump far. Toads have shorter, stumpy legs and can only make short hops. So this is 3 differences between frogs and toads. Now let's see if that was the exact answer. And it was. Okay, so here under the mud in the bottom of the lake, pond, stream, creek, that's where frogs or tadpoles hibernate. Let's see if that's where tadpoles hibernate. Oh, see if it accepts that. Okay, so it's actually where do tadpoles hibernate in the winter? That was a question. So they would have to type that question. Okay, I'm going to go back, and the other modes you have spell, and for spell what you would do is you type what you hear. So you set the speaker.
3 differences between frogs and toads.
Okay, so it gives you the answer and you have to type it. So it's helping them to spell their answer.
Gills.
And it moves you on to the next question. So if you get it correct, it just moves you on to the next one. Gills, I would have to type gills. So it depends on what's expected from the teacher. They don't have to use this mode, but on some tests, the teacher might say spelling counts. So in that case, this would be a good mode to study in. Okay. The test is in order to make sure that they can put all the information together, and it uses all different formats and questioning that could be used on a test. You have your short answer, you have your matching, your multiple choice, which is really nice, true, false. These are all different formats that students need to get used to answering questions different ways, and it's good practice for them to do that. And then the last thing that they can do is they can play games to also practice the material. So there's a match game. In the match game, you can you drag the term and the definition one on top of the other, and keep doing that until all the cards disappear. If you get it right, it will disappear into the background, and you keep doing that until they're all gone. So I'm going to look for blending in with its surroundings. So here, camouflage, I would drag camouflage on top, and you can see that it disappears. Metamorphosis, a complete change in form, and you can see that you keep on doing that. I'll get one wrong just to show you what happens. Here. So I know that gills would go over here, but I'm just going to say the stages of a frog life cycle. Let's see what happens. And you can see that it lights up in red and it drags it away, so you know that that was not a correct match. And the last mode is a game called Gravity. It says protect the planets from incoming asteroids. Now you have a choice where you can study just the starred words, like in the flashcards. If you got any wrong, you can just practice those terms, or you can study all the terms. So I think I starred one. Let me just see if I just have one. Get started. Let's go. Start the game. Okay, frog, predators, and I'll just put snakes. Oops, let's see if that works. Okay, so it went down. So that wasn't what they were looking for, and it expected you to type all of them. This type of game, it might be better just to put just one answer, to set it to one answer, so that they can at least, get credit and move on with the game. So here it is. These are the different ways you can study. Really important that students learn how to study on their own without having to rely on other people to help them. And another way that they can also become more independent is not just relying on the teacher's pre-made Quizlets, but to try and create their own using their knowledge from the unit. This way they can also send out their Quizlets and share with friends, and maybe take each other's quizzes and make it a little more interactive and fun. So try it out.